On today's episode, I want to talk about how to buy cryptocurrencies. Okay, let's get started. There's not a one-stop shop to buy all cryptocurrencies. So I'm going to show you a very simple way to figure out where you can purchase a certain cryptocurrency. So obviously Bitcoin is going to be probably the easiest because it's the biggest cryptocurrency out of all of them. As you can see, it's number one on CoinMarketCap. So CoinMarketCap is a directory that lists all the cryptocurrencies. So as you can see, we have 1,486 cryptocurrencies that are listed on this site. They're in order by market cap. So as you can see, Bitcoin has $187 billion market cap. The current price is 11,142. The Bitcoin's dominance today is 34.7. That just means where it holds up against all the other alt currencies. So let me get into that. So let's say, for example, you wanted to buy EOS. So click on EOS, and here you'll get a detailed chart of today, 7 days, 1 month, etc. What you want to do is go to the markets. Markets will display all the markets out there that are selling EOS or EOS. So my rule of thumb is I'm always looking for exchanges that I feel are safe and that have a decent amount of volume. I never want to buy something on an exchange that has no volume where I won't be able to sell that cryptocurrency if I need to. So when I'm looking at this list over here, if you're in Asia or in China, I would recommend any of these. Binance, probably, Bitfinex and Binance, the two that come to mind. If you're in the US, you won't be able to use Bitfinex. Long story there, but you could Google that. I would probably, I have a hard time recommending Kraken, but I would probably go to Binance to purchase that. If you're not in the US, Bitfinex works fine, Binance works fine. You can even purchase it on Kraken. It's just not, the site was very slow for a while. I'm sure they've made some changes now. I wasn't very happy with it. So yeah, you have a few places to purchase it. So what you would do is, once you found out where it's at, you're going to look at the pair. This is EOS to USD. So my recommendation would not necessarily be choosing a pair of EOS to USD. I would probably go with EOS to BTC. That makes more sense to me. If you're buying Bitcoin, then yes, Bitcoin to USD, no problem. Let me go back just to Bitcoin, for example, and here we're going to see a little bit different of a story for the markets. We're going to see a lot more, and they're going to be sorted by volume. So Bitfinex has the largest volume when it comes to the pair BTC USD. USDT is Tether. I'll get into that in another video. But so Bitfinex, OKX, Binance, Upbit. Out of these, if you're not in the US, Bitfinex is a great pick. Binance. In the US, GDAX. I use GDAX a lot. I use Binance. So I would go with one of those. and you just go to the site and you sign up. Obviously, I would not ever purchase any cryptocurrencies that I did not know what they did or understand what was behind them. This data is also available here on CoinMarketCap. Let's take a look at Monero, for example. So we see today it's at $314. Let's see where we can buy Monero if we wanted to. So here we go: Bitfinex, Poloniex, Binance, and Bittrex. So in the US, I would say Bittrex, Kraken, Poloniex. Outside of the US, HitBTC. HitBTC. I think that's a US exchange. I'm not sure. It's either in the UK or in the US, but definitely Poloniex, Kraken, and Bittrex, and Kraken. Yeah, I already said Kraken. So I would take the pair of XMR to BTC and trade that. So just go to Binance, do a search for Binance in Google, and you'll see that address. Go sign up for an account, and you can start trading. Unfortunately, you're going to need some Bitcoin to buy Monero with. So there's a few ways of doing that. One way in the US, probably the easiest way, is to use Coinbase. So with Coinbase, you can attach your debit card, credit card. You can even send a wire. I don't recommend a wire just because it takes time, and when when you want to do this, you want to do it. You want your funds available immediately, and you can do that by adding a debit card or credit card. You get your Bitcoin from how much. So you bought $2,000-$3,000 worth of Bitcoin, then you would transfer that $2,000-$3,000 of Bitcoin over to the exchange that you found here. For example, if you wanted to purchase something that's already at Coinbase, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin, then you can do that just at Coinbase. Keep in mind, Coinbase is not an exchange. It's more of a bank. It's a place where you buy those, you sit on it, and maybe you sell it and you transfer it back to your US bank account. It is probably the easiest place to buy Bitcoin in the US. Another alternative is local Bitcoins. The learning curve is a little bit more difficult there, so I again would stick to Coinbase. Deposit money into Coinbase. From Coinbase, you want to send your BTC to one of these exchanges. Let's say Qtum. Let's look at the markets. So right off the bat, I would say Bittrex or Binance for me. And yeah, definitely visit the website, read the white paper, understand what it does before you invest in anything. Don't ever invest what you can't afford to lose. A disclaimer here, this is not financial advice. I'm just doing a tutorial on how to do it. I noticed a lot of people asking me, and that's why I'm doing this. So any of these cryptocurrencies will have a white paper, and this is where you can understand and learn more about what is behind this specific cryptocurrency. So I think that's pretty much it. I'll go into more detail if you guys want, but that should be pretty clear for now.